Is this Apple's 2019 iPad Pro refresh, the 12.9-inch model? Let's dig a little deeper and find out. What's going on, everyone? It is Andrew here from Apple Insider. And thanks to infamous Apple leaker Sonny Dixon, we've gotten our hands on not our old iPad Pro, but a mock-up of the 2019 iPad Pro. We've seen similar leaks and mock-ups in the past, and the ones that we saw for the iPhone 11 were pretty spot on. While it doesn't really mean that this is guaranteed or 100% going to happen, it does give us a good idea of what to expect, and it lines up with the rumors we've heard to date. So let's take a closer look at this shell that's based on some schematics that they've gotten a hold of. So the fake iPad Pro, the mock-up is there on the left, and our iPad Pro 12.9-inch from 2018 is here on the right. And from the top, they look very similar. They both have the true depth camera system there at the top. They both lack any sort of notch like we have on the iPhones. The bezels seem the same, and the dimensions of the iPad itself remain the same. We saw the redesigned case last year, so we didn't really expect a new redesigned case this year. And pretty much all the ports along the edges, everything seems to line up year over year, other than, of course, that camera. If we flip them over, you'll see it still has the Apple logo there in the center, same as our previous model, and the iPad text is slightly changed and we have no regulatory information. That could be because it's a mock-up, or it could be because Apple is dropping some of that information on the new version. They've been kind of trending that way with less and less information being displayed on the back of their devices, so we wouldn't be surprised. Look at the bottoms of both devices, they each have speakers on either side of that USB-C port dead center. As far as rumors go, we've heard that it's going to have the same case design as last year. We're hearing it's going to have an obviously updated A13 variant processor, an updated version of what we saw on the iPhone 11s, and of course it's going to have the updated camera module. Now, why would you need 3 cameras on the back of an iPad? And it's a good question, and one we hear a lot, and how kind of ridiculous it would be. But there is a point to it. Apple's really going into that AR area, and adding that extra wide-angle lens will allow a lot more opportunities for AR features on the iPad Pros. So Apple isn't doing this necessarily to take a bunch of cool photos, but for AR features. You also see, according to the mock-up, there are 2 microphones here on the back rather than just one on the previous generation. If we compare this camera module to our new iPhone 11, you can see they're somewhat similar, somewhat different. The kind of orientation of all the cameras is switched around, and of course there's no multi-level camera bumps. The whole thing does kind of blend together like the glass back of the iPhones, and we assume Apple will do the same thing on this camera bump, where the metal just kind of forms the bump itself, but we're not sure if those lenses are going to protrude more just like they do on the iPhone 11s. This is just a mock-up, so who knows how accurate they've actually been with all the details. We do see we have the same Apple Pencil charging slot, the same volume rockers down the side. The top seems to have the same dual microphones there in the center, and surround speakers on either side, and of course the power button in the same position. Lastly, we take a look at the last remaining side, and it too has remained unchanged with just a simple microphone in the dead center. So how much can we trust this mock-up? It is based on, Apple rumors, and from what we've heard, it lines up pretty well. They're supposed to be adding 3 cameras, updated processors, but otherwise the same case design, and that's exactly what we see here. It may not be all that exciting on the outside, but we're sure the internals are going to blow us away. What do you guys think? Are you excited? Do you want to see other changes for the iPad Pro? Let us know down below in the comments, or if you have any other thoughts, let me know on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. Hey everyone, did you guys like that video? Be sure to click on that like button so we can create content that we know that you guys want to see. And follow Apple Insider on all social media channels. If you want the best prices on any Apple gear, check out the Apple Insider price guide that is updated daily. And until next time, we'll see you later.